Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is the Black Manga Critic. We're back, man. We're back. All right. I had to come back. I had to do, a reaction and review to that Shokugeki no Soma, that Food Wars greatness, y'all. That Food Wars greatness, y'all. Come on now, let's go. All right. I've been busy. You know what I mean? I had a wedding on Saturday. I mean, last week was just, I just needed I should have just put out a Twitter announcement or something like that. I'm sorry that I didn't do that. I just had not tweeted or not tweeted, but I just didn't put out an announcement saying that I was gonna really put out videos or anything like that. So I'm really looking forward to these videos, man. I had to react to the Shokugeki no Soma greatness. All right, chapters 259, 258, and 259. All right, so we're gonna read these. The last chapters were hype; they were super excited. I'm really looking to see what Soma's gonna do because, I mean, he's against the first seat and the second seat. All right, that Tsukasa, Eishi, and Rindo Kobayashi. You know what I mean? Yo, these two are no joke. Okay, so I gotta see what he gonna do. I gotta see what he gonna do. All right, but I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be streaming. If my voice sounds a little off, just a little little rag or whatever, it's just because I know I'm dealing with something. Might be a little tiny sort of little cold or bit or whatever. That'll go away in a little bit. Talking to kids, doing a teaching thing, all that, doing a teaching thing, all that stuff. You know what I mean? After school work, tutoring, it wears on your throat a bit. Okay, it just does. But I'll be all right. I got my cup of water. I'm good. So let's get into the chapters, yo. Let's get into the chapters. All right. What's going on, Midman 44? That's my guy, man. Shokugeki no great. He knows about that greatness. Know about that greatness. All right. Richard the God. Let's go. Been here since the very beginning, man. You know what I mean? Sure to dang what's up, all y'all. Thank you for coming through. So let's do this. Let's do this. Viz, of course, we always using Viz. All right, unless I'm streaming earlier in the week because I want to do a discussion video or something. But we generally use Viz. All right. Sorry, something in my eye. Okay, let's do this. Chapter 258, y'all. Now, Yukihira, should you be in charge of the appetizer, making a pate de campagne? I don't know how to say that. Campaign, I guess, would be a wise choice. I don't know how to say it. During their planning meeting. Oh yeah, that sounds familiar. I think I made it once during class. How'd it go again? Pate de cham, whatever, also referred to as a country pate, is a classic French dish. Ground meat and liver are mixed with herbs and vegetables, minced into a paste, and then baked into a loaf. A staple appetizer choice, its smooth moist texture and robust flavor whets the appetite and raises anticipation for the next course. Okay. Cool. So kind of like corned beef then, not in the least. Anyway, the most crucial part of any appetizer is how well it leads to the main course. Engrave that fact onto your brain. Hey, we haven't even decided who's going to make the appetizer. Who says it's going to be me? All right then, I shall make a few dishes for you right now, and then you will see the light and allow me to make the main course. Oh, you think? Well, bring it on. What is this? Yo, I saw you look so tight. Bruh, that panel was awesome. He yo, get this pig feed out of my face, man. He's super tight. Oh no! Let's go! Shokugeki no Soma, yo. Let's go! Yo, I'm sorry, my throat is a little off, but yo, he legit served meat on a bone. I love it, yo. Soma. It's too much, man. It's too much. Yo, Soma, you wildin', but I love you for it, man. caveman food that looks just like the Hunkamita cartoon caveman when he eats. Yo, no matter how you spin it, that's a main dish, not an appetizer. Hey, what do you think you're doing, Yukihira? Listen up, you. Appetizers are supposed to be more like, why are you lecturing him? Dang it, Yukihira. What are you thinking? What'd I do? This is exactly what Nikiti asked me to make. A pate de champagne appetizer or campaign appetizer. I don't see where the problem is. Oh, great. Don't tell me. He's so determined to beat Tsukasa Senpai's specialty that he's gone off the rails and forgotten everything. Look at that panel. Yo, this is too funny, man. Oh, my goodness. This chapter is already a 10 out of 10 just because of that. Ain't nothing going to bring it down. Nothing will bring this chapter down. This is a 10 out of 10 chapter. I'm sorry, y'all. That's too good. That's really good. It could. The only thing that would have made it better is if like Yukihira like for whatever reason brought in like a garbage can and had that be the table that he put the meat on. You know what I mean? Like he could have just went really in with that, but it's funny. Yukihira? Huh? Well, whatever it is, we must still taste it. Ah, there is pate on the inside. I see. By wrapping the exterior with thin slices of beef, that actually makes sense to do it on the bone. That makes a lot of sense. Like it adds that flavor to it that you wouldn't get if it was just like the meat itself. It's smart from the marrow. He was able to make his presentation look like a cartoony leg of meat. Ah. Huh? The meat wrapped around the exterior is marinated strips of beef. They're richly fragrant set and yet light and almost fruity juices pack a knockout wallop. Directly underneath them is a layer of bacon slices. Not only do they serve to hold the pate firmly in place, the impact of all that powerful protein in one bite reverberates through my entire body. By the way, for the base of my marinade, I used yakiniku sauce. Even store-bought yakiniku sauce has a great balance of soy sauce, mirin, garlic, and ginger. This is like a real like thing for Soma. That particular mixture, like he always uses sort of like a mixture to like enhance like particular like flavors, and it's usually like a mixture of like soy sauce, mirin, not too much garlic, but like usually like mirin is a big thing with Soma. It makes a good solid base for marinade. Like he's always like on that, I took that and adjusted it with some honey, grated onion, and freshly squeezed orange juice so it would pair better with the pate. Before asking Nikiti to taste test it to ensure that it came together properly. Ah. The pate in the middle is the most spectacular part of it all. Full-bodied yet delicate, it matches beautifully with the aromatic layer of meat. Each bite sparks an explosion of powerful flavor in the mouth. Using a base of chicken liver, he added chicken breast and cream along with carrots and shimeji mushrooms. But what really stands out is each ingredient's individual preparation. Confit, grill, brazier, suer. Each piece was prepared in the best suited to its strength, teasing out its natural sweetness and ratcheting up the dish's overall goodness. What's this? In one bite, the whole flavor changed. The outer wall of meat was extravagantly delicious enough, but it's as though a mellow yet aromatic geyser of savory umami flavor suddenly burst through. Give me a second. I'm just gonna grab my charger for my laptop. So good. Okay. Good. There, between the layers of meat, some sort of thick juice is seeping out. Yep. Yo. I boiled down some meat stock and seasonings to make an extra thick jellied consomme. Right before serving, I use a special cooking injector to inject it into various spots in the meat layer. As you eat, you stumble across it unexpectedly, giving the dish sudden, intriguing changes in flavor. Amazing. It's like I'm being pulled even further into the fascinating depths of this dish. The first bite was decadent enough, but each subsequent bite becomes more exciting as you discover all the twists and treasures hidden within. All this packed into a single dish. The sense of satisfaction it provides is off the charts. And there it is. So you already know who believes it to be delicious. You already know. You already know. All right. There it is, the gifting. Then there's no denying it. Azami Nakiri thinks it's good too. Your approach to preparing the vegetables, it brings to mind Kojiro Shinomiya. Ah, yes. Le Magician des Légumes. By bringing out the full potential of each vegetable, the overall flavor of the dish can be deepened without losing any of its elegance and refinement. There are the different exciting flavors that pop out as you eat too. It reminds me of the recipe he made for the Moon Festival. Exactly. This dish is a culmination of the new Yukihira recipes I invented, fused into one. I call it Countdown Caveman Meat, uppity brat style. It's even greater than my new and improved Yukihira recipes. It is true Yukihira cooking. Oh, I skipped that one part of the panel on the top. What? That's why I had Nikita give me a hand. Just mashing the two recipes together would have made a jumbled mess. Instead, I had her taste each part to ensure they merge into one coherent whole. I see. A dish this complex would be nearly impossible to balance properly. However, with correct guidance from the divine tongue, it has indeed been elevated to a level worthy of being called a specialty. He admits it's on the same level as Tukasa's white armor plate. Yeah, that is, of course, looking only at the dish on its own. Rindo's appetizer took Tukasa's already impressive main dish and boosted its flavor by an order of magnitude. You, however, have simply presented a main dish during the appetizer course. It was the worst choice you could have made, completely destroying the flow of a course meal. No matter how close to 100 points this individual dish is, as a part of a larger course meal, this is worth nothing. Hold up, everybody knows Yukihira is as rash as it gets. But has he even been thoughtless? You sure he doesn't have some sneaky plan up his sleeve? Ah. What do you think you're doing? Were we not supposed to work together as a team? Listen, Nakiri, I'm serious when I say this. I want to win this team Shokugeki really, really bad. Then why did you do that? I tasted Tsukasa's dish a bit ago, and man, it was amazing. Talk about massive impact. I hate to say it, but none of those dishes you made for me last night can touch it. What? But how can you be so sure? Because none of them were your specialty. If we're gonna beat Senpai, we need not one, but two specialties chock full of every last ounce we've got. If we can't put together a course with two dishes of that caliber, we're gonna lose. You think you can make a better main dish than me? Well, it's time you proved it. If you can't outdo me, you lose. In a way, that makes this a Shokugeki between you and me. So show me what you got. Make me a specialty with everything you have. A super specialty to beat a specialty. Yo, let's go. Soma, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Soma just, this guy, man. This guy is he's just, the boy just makes me so happy. So, yo, Soma, let's go. Let's go, Soma. That boy Soma good. Oh, good. That boy good. Oh my goodness. My dude said, you know what? I want to fight Tsukasa and I want to fight Rindo, but I want to fight you too, Eddie. Let's go. We got to stop that nonsense. Yo, Soma's too much, man. This guy just this is why the title of the manga is Shokugeki no Soma, yo. Like this, the boy loves Shokugeki. That boy would eat Shokugeki for breakfast, lunch, brunch, dinner. Like let's go. Late night snack. Like this guy breathes Shokugeki. I mean, this is a dope. This is such a 10 out of 10 chapter. This might actually be an 11 out of 10, y'all. I don't know if I've ever given a Shokugeki chapter an 11 out of 10. And all the time that I've been like reviewing it and just reading it and thinking about it, Like an 11 out of 10 chapter. I think the only other one that I could think of that was an 11 out of 10 was the chapter when during the autumn festival when Soma brought out his specialty and Ishiki senpai was talking to Aizan, and they did a flashback and they talked about like what happened, like why, like what Soma's greatest gift is. That to me was like an 11 out of 10 chapter because it worked so well. It was like Soma don't really have like an incredibly massive talent in like terms of cooking and like palate and stuff like that. He just doggedly goes at it. He keeps going. He takes in everything. His willingness to learn, his willingness to do all these things. Like this dude, his willingness to say, you know what, Edna, test this stuff out. I got to make sure this is on point, man. I can't be going out here just throwing stuff out. You know? So good. I got to move on to the next chapter. You know what I mean? He's like, yo, I want that done, right? Yo, for real though, I mean, Joichiro has just been destroying him. You know what I mean? Like there's no way he could have just like absorbed all of those things that he's learned from those battles. You know, man. This is such a dope chapter, man. It had me laugh. It had me laughing so hard, but it was also hype at the end. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Let's go. Next chapter. All right, let's do it. We gotta move on. Because my goodness, that was hype. I'm gonna read the other Shonen Jump chapters at some point. I'm not gonna read them all today. I'm only gonna read Shokugeki, My Hero, and Promised Neverland. And then tomorrow, I'll do Black Clover and Dr. Stone. And if there are others that I'm reading, I can't remember if there are others. I think those are all that I'm reading because I'm not reading One Piece right now. I'm just not. Sorry. Let me know when that arc's over. Just let me know when that arc's over. But let's go to April 16th. The April 16th issue, Weekly Shonen Jump, because that chapter was fire, y'all. That was an 11 out of 10. I mean, you could not have written that chapter any better. You really could not have. Sorry, you couldn't. Let's do it. Who was on page 64? Chapter 259. Let's go. Well, grandfather, I'm super confident in this one. Make sure my mic's all set up. You know, I didn't mute nothing. Gotta make sure, man. Gotta make sure. All right, let's do it. You must admit this has become my specialty. Unfortunately, that is not the case. It seems you have yet to find your specialty. And he's just like worried. Wait, did Yukihira seriously just say that? But they were supposed to be working together. He said this 2-course meal is actually, Ishiki is like, yup, that's my boy. Soma's no joke. Is actually a Shokugeki, bruh. The way they do things is the title of 259. I like that. I like the title a lot. You know, it's very Naruto Sasuke. It's like this is the way that they communicate in a lot of ways. What is he thinking? Turning their individual dishes into a competition? No matter who tried to pull that off, it would never work. There's no way it comes together as a meal. Hold on a sec. Is it possible Erinachi doesn't have a specialty? But she's an elite pro-level chef. And just about any cuisine you could name. How can she not? A good point. I've heard she's made multiple attempts to create one. But Sir Senzamon has yet to award that distinction to any of them. Wow, really? That's kind of surprising. So show me what you've got. Make me a specialty with everything you have. A super specialty to beat a specialty. Jeez, of all the nonsensical things you could have spouted, you call this a Shokugeki? I see teamwork does not exist in your personal lexicon. No, not between us. Have you forgotten how many arguments we got into during our training on Moon's shadow? But you know, isn't this just so us? Yo, look, The train lead. Woo woo. The Soma Arena hype train, y'all. Let's go. That ship train is woo. It's going. It's going. And yo, she giggled and I said, "You're such an idiot." Yeah. My heart, my heart. Let's go. Let's go. The main ingredient currently heating, c'est bon. The sauce, non. The fond, c'est bon. The seasoning, c'est bon. The croûte, non. The butter is a non as well. Yukihira, much of what I had been making is now a known. I will have it all put into storage containers later. You may make a midnight snack of them if you choose so. Huh? Okay. So what was that all about? A certain someone threw a wrench into my planned recipe. So now I must be stricter about my ingredients. After all, I'm about to create a brand new dish. There is little time left. We must hurry. Yukihira, you owe me for taste testing your dish, and now I'm calling that in that favor. I need you to act as an extra pair of hands. You will do that, yes? She's starting a brand new recipe now of all times? The time is almost up. There's only 10 minutes left on the clock. Ready? Let's begin. Like I have a choice. 1 hachée lemon rind, now. When I bring out the wax paper, mélanger the seasonings I indicate. You will have 30 seconds. Got it. The moment the meat is finished heating, wrap it in the croûte and put it under the broiler immediately. You will not have a second chance. Roger. Yo, and this is Soma. This is home for Soma. You know what I mean? This is that diner cooking, y'all. Just like, let's go. We got to make moves. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no time. Oh, well, you know, I'm going to spend an hour on this dish. And then, nope. Ain't no time for that. You got to bring out that dish for the customer. Let's go. Ain't no time, right? Soma's like, yes, let's go. Let's do this. And I love this. I love this. I live for Arena and Soma, y'all. Like, you don't know. You don't even know. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. I'm too hyped. I gotta calm down. I gotta calm down. Okay. Irina's divine tongue allows her to take any dish and elevate it to perfect deliciousness. Thus, in a way, every dish she creates is a specialty, and at the same time, none of them are. A dish that surpasses perfectly delicious. Only in a dish such as that will we see Irina's true face. And when she is finally capable of creating such a dish, then yo, she's going in. Let's go. Sauce reduced. Sauce reduced. Croûte cooled. Garnishes complete. Browning under the broiler complete. Next step, move. How utterly unlike her usual graceful and reserved approach. This is more fierce, forceful, like a rushing flood of passion. She is storming her way to a new dish, trampling over everything in her path. No matter what she tries, it is far too late. Nothing could work after that travesty of an appetizer. Whether she discovers her specialty at long last or not, it will not change the outcome of this tournament. What I have now, that I did not before. If I'm unable to pinpoint what that is, I'm certain I won't be able to make my specialty. What path have I walked to reach where I am now? Let's go, yo, Shokugeki no Soma, yo. Come on now. This is what I'm talking about. This is like the type of stuff that you see in like Haikyuu, just like certain manga. You know what I mean? My Hero, certain manga that just it's very clear that the mangaka has a very particular idea about how they want their particular characters to progress, right? And how that journey is extremely important to their progression and how you can actually map that progression in a very clear way. You know what I mean? This is what I'm talking about, y'all. Let's go. Shokugeki no Soma, yo. Let's go. Shout out to the manga. All right, shout out to Fudadate, of course, for Haikyuu. Shout out to Horikoshi for My Hero. Let's go. Let's go. It has been a long time, Edina. Your cooking is not meant for this plebeian crowd. So these are like flashbacks. for her, like in her memory. Well, if Uncle Izumi hadn't done all those mean and nasty things, then the two of us could have been far better friends. You know, I never thought the two of us would get to be friends like this. I'm glad. You are father and daughter. It's high time you learned how to ask your parents to indulge you a little, Erina. Ah, Nakiri, good morning. Let's do our best training today, okay? Yikes, those two refuse to see eye to eye no matter how many times we do this. That is a problem. We can't know for sure they won't have to work together at some point during the team Shokugeki. You two need to give some thought towards give and take. No way, not when she said. Well, he said, whoa, easy you two, calm down. How about we take a quick break, eh? You two can try my latest mashup. What? No fair, Dad. If you get to make a mashup, then I'm just gonna have to break out my new and improved peanut butter and squid leg recipe. Ugh. Speak only of the flavor and whether or not it is correct. Have no mercy for any imperfect dish. Anything your father does not approve of is trash. Man, look at that panel, y'all. My goodness. And it's it's kind of a small panel, but it's very distinct. I like when this is one of those panels that when you know that when you buy the manga, it's gonna look incredible. Like it's gonna be so sharp. It's really beautiful, and terrifying, because it's no fun if you already know what you're gonna get. Yes, it can be this and nothing else. This is the greatest possible recipe that's capable of beating Yukihira. Phew. Just in time. Please enjoy. Yo, Edna went in, yo. Soma's hyped. Let's go, yo. Next chapter. I gotta wait till next Monday. Oh my lord. Oh man, 259 end, y'all. Oh, these two chapters are so good. I love that idea that she doesn't have a specialty. Oh. Man, this is so good. Oh man. So good. Yo, Soma is mad difficult to work with. like he really is. But he's awesome. When you get him into that space, it's dope. You know what I mean? Yo, that sweet growth, man. Shouty to your body. Yo, sweet growth, man. That's what I'm talking about. So it's almost this element. Like, you already know. This is one of those, like, they're both just like heated, the passion, the cooking, the fear, oh man. So dope. These two chapters, both of them were 10 out of 10. Like, if I, like, both of them, no. One was a 10 out of 10, this latest chapter. The other one was an 11 out of 10. I mean, that chapter was scorching, man. It was so good. So good. Just to, like, quick review, man. Quick review, because I want to get to the other manga. I want to make sure I get to bed on time. You know what I mean? I gotta work in the morning, stuff like that. But I really want to enjoy. I'm enjoying these chapters. These chapters are dope. I mean, this is, and again, Shokugeki no Soma is a manga that really stands on its character development. You know what I mean? Like real character development. I think some people would sort of say that in some ways, like I remember when people were like, how could you vote Food Wars over Toriko? And I was like, I vote Food Wars over Toriko because I value character development over like other certain things. That's just me, right? That doesn't mean that I didn't really enjoy Toriko. I love Toriko. I thought Toriko was phenomenal. You know what I mean? I love that Century Soup arc. Come on now, let's go. So don't talk to me about you don't know the Toriko greatness. I'm like, I do. I just prefer Shokugeki no Soma, because I think the way that it develops characters, the way that it tracks that progression, you know what I mean, in a very distinct and clear way, so that each arc has to build on everything that's happened before. It has to. If it doesn't, it's trash arc. You know what I mean? And Shokugeki has done that from the beginning. You know what I mean? And its character, right? Like, Soma has not forgotten anything. When every time he steps to Erina, he's like, yo, you remember that time? You remember that time? Like every single time. He's like, I'm gonna beat you with eggs. Now I'm gonna beat you by challenging you to a Shokugeki, even though it's not really a Shokugeki between. Like, yo, he doesn't forget, man. And he gets people. This is even when he doesn't seem like he gets people, he gets people. This is why he's so different from Tsukasa in a way, right? And it's right. And the thing is that he gets people, but he gets people in terms of food. This is really important. It's like Soma in some ways is just as like clueless as Tsukasa when it comes to interacting with people and noticing certain things. Like, right, like, you know, like the sort of typical like, oh, I don't notice that girls like me. I don't notice, you know, whatever. But when it comes to food, Soma's affinity for like getting what people will like and knowing what people like and remembering those things and adjusting and doing certain things like that, that's Soma. Tsukasa doesn't cook for people, I don't think. I really don't. Like he cooks for himself. He cooks for certain types of people. Soma cooks for people. Right? He's always fixing, always like, and he's always getting help from other people. It's not just one person, right? And this entire time during this manga, how many times did he ask Erina for help? Ask her to taste his dish, ask her to do certain things. Like how many times? Not a ton of times. Most of the time, he was asking his Polar Star dorm roommates for help and having a good time with them and having them taste the dishes. And it's different. And this is the kind of thing, right? When you see that in Shokugeki, you're like, that's dope. You don't see that in Toriko. It's not the same thing, y'all. Okay? It's not the same thing. The character development, the ways in which characters interact with their food. Come on, man. Like he does, but right, he doesn't like. It's like he does cook with people, but it's different. You know what I mean? Like I feel like, right? It's like when he's cooking, it's almost like he's like, how can I get this dish to be the best tasting sort of dish, as opposed to does the grandma over there like how do I get this dish to taste best for grandma over there, or you know, for my best friend over there, or whatever. Like it's different, you know. And I agree. He doesn't like he doesn't put like he does kind of put himself into his cooking, but it's not the same way, right? It's like it's different because it's like he has a hard time with like emoting in certain ways and showing that through his cooking. He has a hard time with that. So it's difficult for him to be like, you know, so for me, it's like not only is it difficult for him to emote through his own cooking, but it's very difficult for him to sort of like be like, how do I adjust my cooking for someone else in a particular way, right? And in a way that like, you know, he'd work at a diner to be like, what do these people like? What are they interested in? Does this person like a little bit more salt in their dish? Does this person like a bit more, you know, soy sauce? Does this person like a little bit more, you know, spice? You know? You know what I mean? So when you say he never puts himself into his cooking, are you saying that like he's very like robotic in a sense, I guess is what you mean? Like he's kind of very much all about like, okay, I'm making this dish in the way that the ingredients should come together, but not so much in terms of like how he like what he values in food or ingredients in a certain way. I don't know. Like that's kind of a question like for me, mid-mat. But I don't know. I just feel like they're just distinctly different, right? Someone puts his all into his dish. Every time he presents a dish, it's him. When Tsukasa presents a dish, it is, but it's like hollow. It's kind of empty. It's like, yes, this thing tastes very, very good, but it's like there's a reason why people don't react in the same way to his food, right? In the way that they might react to sort of like Soma's food in certain senses, I think. But I'm gonna read chapter 130 and 131. I'll check it out. Because I probably just missed something. But it's like this manga does such a great job, man. Does such a great job. Phenomenal. All right. So what I'm gonna do is end sort of I don't know. I'm gonna talk a little bit more because I should, because like, you know what I mean? I wanna talk a little bit more about how I felt about this chapter, certain parts. Like the whole thing, the beginning of 258 was like genius. It was so good. I I didn't know. Like, sometimes you think of like, is a manga gonna go that far with how they're presenting a story, like their story and the plot and like a character and the moves that they might make, and just that was so good. That was something that like you like I don't think anyone expected. I don't think anyone expected him to put like a bone with meat on it, right? Or that aesthetic, right? Like, and say, here you go, hoity-toity guy, eat that. Like, that's so good. It's so good. And what I loved about it is that it's an affront not only to Izami, but to Erina. As he's challenging Izami, he's also challenging Erina, not only to create a super specialty, but to create something that can, outdo this kind of affront to the hot cuisine. You know what I mean? Come on now. Someone's on point, man. Someone's doing that greatness stuff. All right, this is that great Soma greatness. Okay. All right, come on now. Come on now. This is fire. 259. Great. That clarification to say that Erina does not have a specialty, right? And that a lot of people would assume that she'd have a specialty because she's a 10th seed, she's a divine tongue. But it's like, it's not that she doesn't have specialty, it's that every dish she makes is a specialty. It's just great. It's just great, man. It's just great. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go because I gotta get to that My Hero greatness. All right, I gotta get to that My Hero greatness, and then I gotta get to that Promised Neverland greatness. All right, 2 chapters of Promised Neverland. Oh my lord, I gotta get to that. All right, so I'm gonna read chapters 130 and 131 just for the clarification on Tsukasa and what's going on there, because I do think I probably missed something. You know what I mean? But shouts out to everybody that came through. Shouts out to Midmat 44 for always coming through to the Shokugeki no Soma greatness, y'all. All right, shouts out to Shotty to your body. Shouts out to who else? Richard the God. Shouts out to Share the Thing. Come on now. Let's go. All right. I'm out of here. I'm the Black Manga Critic, y'all. Thank you for coming through to this. Thank you for coming through to this live reaction of Shokugeki no Soma. Chapters 258 and 259 and a review. Phenomenal chapters, y'all. All right. I'm the Black Manga Critic. And I'm out.